Tundras are among the Earth's coldest and one of the harshest biomes. Tundra ecosystems are treeless regions found in the Arctic and on the tops of mountains, where the climate is cold and windy and rainfall is rare. Tundra lands are snow-covered for much of the year until the summer brings a burst of wildflowers. Relationships with predators/prey. The polar bear is the king of the Arctic tundra. Wolves and caribou. Wolves and caribou both live in the Arctic tundra. The wolf is the predator. He hunts the caribou and eats it for energy. The caribou eats plant life to obtain energy. Polar bears and Arctic foxes. The polar bear eats the Arctic fox for energy. The Arctic fox eats other small rodents and insects to obtain energy. Herbivore-plant relationships. There are approximately 1,700 plants in the tundra. They include some flowering plants, low shrubs, sedges, grasses, and liverworts. Lichens, mosses, and algae are also common. In general, tundra plants are low-growing, have shallow root systems, and are capable of carrying out photosynthesis at low temperatures, and with low light intensities. Mountain goats, sheep, marmots, and birds live in mountain or alpine tundra and feed on the low-lying plants and insects. Hardy flora like cushion plants survive on these mountain plains by growing in rock crevices where it is warmer and they are sheltered from the wind. Biotic factors or elements that are living include fungi, mosses, shrubs, insects, fish, birds, and mammals. Abiotic factors or non-living parts of the system include temperature, wind, rain, snow, sunlight, soil, rocks, and permafrost. The biotic factors depend on the abiotic factors and each other for survival. The tundra water cycle gets very little rain. However, when it does rain, the water either turns into permafrost or it's going to run into the sea and eventually will get evaporated and then it will rain again. The tundra doesn't get much rain because it rains most of the water will turn into ice below the soil. The carbon cycle of the tundra is basically when plants absorb CO2 along with sunlight and water when they carry out photosynthesis. They give it back to the atmosphere when their life cycle is over, and their remains decompose. But in the Arctic, these natural processes are significantly slowed down because of how cold the climate is. The tundra nitrogen cycle. Permafrost in the tundra affects the cycle when nitrogen found in dead animals or their waste gets stuck in the permafrost. When the permafrost is thawed, it is released into the air, causing an excess of nitrogen to form. Nitrogen makes up approximately 79% of the atmosphere. The tundra regions are harsh and remote, so fewer humans have settled there than in other environments. Since human activity in tundra ecosystems has increased, mainly through the maintaining of food and building materials, humans have changed the landscape through the construction of residences and other structures, as well as through the development of ski resorts, mines, roads, etc. There are also negative impacts that humans are having on the tundra biome, such as hunting, oil drilling, and other activities that have polluted the environment and have threatened wildlife in tundra ecosystems. Environmental scientists are concerned that with the continued expansion of these activities, along with the release of air pollutants, some of which deplete the ozone layer, and greenhouse gases, which hasten the climate change, has begun to affect the very integrity and sustainability of Arctic and alpine tundra ecosystems. Biodiversity essentially boosts an ecosystem's productivity where each species, no matter how small, all have an important role to play. For example, a large number of plant species means a greater variety of crops. Greater species diversity ensures natural sustainability for all life forms.